We're back with one of my favorite people, has been for a long time, Joan Lunden.
Joan Lunden.
Joan Lunden.
Joan Lunden.
Joan Lunden. Joan Lunden.
Joan Lunden.
Joan Lunden.
Joan Lunden.
Joan Lunden.
Hi, I'm Joan Lunden from Fair Oaks, California, and this is my daughter, Jamie. Good morning, America.
My dad was a doctor, but when I was 13 years old, my dad was scheduled to speak at yet another cancer conference. And when flying home, he crashed during a bad storm and was killed at only 51 years old. And I watched my then 41-year-old mom have to dry her tears and make that transition from a stay-at-home mom to a working single mom. I want to talk about women and the challenges that I think we face today. 60% of women today in this country have jobs outside the home while still raising the kids. Don't limit your possibilities by what you think you might be able to do, but just go for it and use your talents, find your talents.
Right.
Women have come to the realization that now we have it all. That means you actually have to try to figure out how to do it all. And it's not easy. I was getting my story ready for the 6 o'clock news and my phone rang. It was my agent who said, I just got the call from ABC. They're offering you the job as co-host Good Morning America. 30 minutes later, my phone rang again in that little cubby. It was my gynecologist telling me I was pregnant with my first child. Like, what are you gonna do? Whenever anyone asks you if you can do something, just say yes, and then go find out how to do it. And I think we all write our own life story. The pen is in our hand.
She's chosen to come here this morning to share something personal with all of us.
I heard those words that every woman fears and never wants to hear. You have breast cancer. I was diagnosed June 5th of 2014, and I don't know, I guess I felt I'd let them down in some way. I mean, did I bring this on? Did I do something wrong? I struggled with the idea of going public.
By sharing it, I have heard from women all over this country, and I have learned that I'm not alone.
And I know that from the day I was diagnosed, I started journaling, and I wrote at the top of that journal, I will survive.
And I am now cancer-free. I'm now NED, no evidence of disease.
All of a sudden, I realized that my battle would not just be my own medical journey, that this would be my new mission. I think I'm kind of just living proof that you can achieve success in a pretty amazing life when the odds are absolutely stacked against you. Don't think about yourself in terms of what you've done in the past and what you're doing right now. Think of yourself and your capabilities and your potential as all the things you might be fantastic at.
You've had an amazing life. I mean, you've worked on Good Morning America, you traveled the world, but now you have like a purpose-driven life.
Yes, and it changed the trajectory of my life. Those of you who know me know that I'm a pretty ardent, tireless advocate for healthcare. Being able to find that positive attitude in your life, I think that it helps us not only maintain our happiness and our sense of balance, it helps us to maintain our health.
So taking care of yourself and keeping you vital and vibrant and full of energy. Because when you do, it shows from the inside out, and you have enthusiasm and you have an exuberance for life, and it can change the direction of your life. I think that it changed mine.
I think there's so much value in connecting because we always have a lot to learn from each other.
I think having the opportunity to make a difference in other people's lives is probably the thing that I want people to remember me for.
Your story is in your hands.